Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. How are you going, everybody? Welcome to this Business Growth Insights training on this wonderful, well, I don't know about you where you are, but it's a wonderful sunny Tuesday where I am. Now, just bear with me. I'm just checking to see that I am live where I need to be. Great. Yes, I am. All right, everybody. Welcome. As I said, Business Insight Growth Training. This is only our second one for 2024. But we are, I don't know about Parme, my beautiful assistant, but we are loving being back into the swing of things for 2024. And tell me, guys, if you are like us or like me, and it's taken you a little bit to get back into it. I know it's the 13th of Feb. However, it's taken us a little while. If you are popping on today, say g'day, give us a like and a love. Tell us where you're watching from. I can see Firdosh and Vicky and Fatima. Welcome, beautiful people. It's lovely to have you joining us this morning. Now, guys, every single Tuesday we come live into our Confident Successful Business Owners group. And we give you some free training that is going to help you have incredible success and confidence within your business. And confidence is the key today. Hey, Barb, how you going, lovely lady? Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is the power of storytelling in marketing your business. Now, tell me, guys, are you someone who are a little bit reluctant to put yourself out there on social media, or not just social media, but out in the public in general? Even though you run a business, you might struggle with your self-confidence or self-love, or it might not even be that. You've just got this reluctance to go public with your business. Tell me if that is you in the comments. Hello, beautiful Elena. How are you, lovely? It's so good to have you joining us this morning. Hey, Chris. Now, tell me if that is you in the comments, because, guys, the reason I really want to talk about this topic today is because I come across so many different people either looking to start their business, right, or grow their side hustle to have it more sustainable, something a lot more sustainable, right? And it might even be that you are someone who has a day job, but you've got this really keen desire to do something for yourself, to make that side hustle sustainable. You want to eventually quit that day job and do your own thing, run your own business, something that you have had a dream about, something that means a lot to you, okay? And again, tell me if that is you in the comments. Now, guys, if this is the kind of thing that you want to do, what we need to be doing is being visible on social media. Now, let me tell you, this is something that when I started business, I was so reluctant to do myself. And I actually did a live in a market yesterday, actually, and I was talking about, a similar topic of what we're going to talk about today. But I was saying how, those of you who come into these trainings often, you will know that, my business is mainly doing Facebook Lives and training live on Zoom. Now, when I came back into business after a 10-year hiatus, Facebook Lives were just becoming a thing. And I thought they were the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. I'm like, who is going to want to watch anybody go live? For God's sake, no one's going to want to do that. And the irony is now that, like I said, I run my whole business. Now, it doesn't mean that to be visible on social media, you have to go live all the time, okay? It's something that I love to do. I understand that not everybody loves to do that. However, let me say that it is one of the most powerful ways to be visible. But that's not what we're going to talk about today, right? Often too, and tell me if this is you, sometimes we're thinking about starting that business or growing to the next level, and we get to the stage where either you don't know where or how to get started, or you just don't know how to get yourself to that next level. It seems all too hard. The social media stuff in itself, it seems all too hard. And a lot of the times that is because you are watching everybody else do all the stuff, right? You're watching everybody else, and it looks like they are everywhere on social media, right? It looks like they're, they're so busy and they're spending all their day on social media, okay? And so you're thinking, oh my God, there's just so much to do and it's really overwhelming. Now, this is why I want to talk today to you about the power of storytelling in marketing your business and keeping visible in business, staying visible in business, okay? So first of all, I want to assure you that this is one of the easiest ways. Storytelling is one of the easiest ways to get yourself out there in business. And the majority of the time, guys, it's your story that is the most powerful and how people are going to relate to you. So let's get going. Well, just bear with me a sec. I thought I'd added the thing to the, there we go. Oh, tech, it's all fun. I love it. You guys know how I love tech. All right. So first, what we need to do when we're thinking about storytelling, and it is a powerful, powerful thing to do, is we need to remember to connect with our audience emotionally. Now, guys, I don't know about you, but think of yourself on a daily basis. Emotions are always right there at the forefront of our lives. Okay, we've all got emotions. We all have good days and we all have bad days. Okay, but they're always there, and they're kind of, letting us know how we feel about a certain situation. So when you connect via storytelling emotionally with your audience, this is so damn powerful, guys. I hope you can feel my passion when I'm saying this. Good morning, beautiful Claire Williams. Lovely to have you joining us. Again, if you are joining us, say good day in the comments. Now, when we're connecting emotionally, right, it really helps. The connection is one thing, but we want to create that deeper connection. And how you do that, how this works, is it helps people not only understand you. Okay, now think about this both ways. It helps people not only understand you, but it helps you as the business owner understand them as well. So it's a win-win situation. Helping you understand them will enable you to come back, and you call it market research, to come back and develop your storytelling as you go, right? And as well as that, you're connecting with them emotionally. These are both as important as each other, okay? But you really want to create that deeper connection. It's more than just, I love what he or she said. That's great, but you want to capture those emotions. And you really want to connect with their values and their aspirations as well, okay? So when we share our stories, they in themselves will show our values, okay, and therefore help you connect emotionally. And it's connecting emotionally more often than not with people with the same or similar values and aspirations as to what you have, although they might not know it yet. You're not going out there and openly saying it, right? These are my values and these are my aspirations, or you might. However, you just want people, this is how people subconsciously will relate and connect with you. Hello, beautiful Sharon. I'm glad you always like my lives. Oh, it's lovely to have you here, beautiful lady. Okay, so the next thing is, think about the pain points. Okay, so we want the positive. Absolutely, we want and we love the positive. But we want the pain points. This is where, these are what really, really help people know that you get them. And again, you're not necessarily openly saying it. You're telling a story, okay? And so, for instance, most of us have gotten into business because we've lived something. We've lived something in particular. And we want to share, and that has essentially brought us into business, okay? This is what happened for me. Literally, this is what happened for me. If you haven't heard, part of my story is that 30 years ago, I became a single parent and I had to figure out how to support my kids. And I ended up in business, not intending to end up in business, but because I had to support my kids and I had to find a way to keep a roof over their head, food in their bellies, and keep them in private school, because I didn't want them to leave that private school. I ended up in business and I had no intention of doing that. But it really helped me financially. And back then, 30 years ago, my dream was born of one day, I really want to help people just like me to create financial sustainability in their lives, whether it is to support a family or whether it is to help you leave that day job that you are no longer loving and to be able to support yourself in your own business. So that's just a little bit of my story, right? But what you want to do is when you tell your own story, you really want people to stop scrolling. Whether you're on a live, it doesn't matter whether you're on a Facebook Live or it's a post or a video or whatever you've put up. Even if it's the title of a webinar that you've got going on, or like this, a training, right? You want people to stop scrolling and go, oh my God, that's me. Right? So this is when we can talk about the pain points. And you want people to watch your lives and read your posts. Thank you, beautiful. I know. And so I love sharing that story. And even it was yesterday, someone said to me, we were in a meeting. I was facilitating a meeting and we were practicing our introduction for our business or our elevator pitch or whatever you want to call it. And someone said to me, oh my God, I can feel the passion. I can feel your passion when you say what you do. And this, guys, is what you want to do. You want people to feel the passion about, yes, your business, but more of the case, you want them to feel the passion about what you do and how you love helping them. That's what it is. Oh, thank you, beautiful Dawny. You too, gorgeous. You're amazing, Dawn. I love your guts, girl. All right, let's go to the next one. So the next one is build your brand identity. Now, I know that people hear brand all the time, and people a lot of the time, and I think this is, we're getting a lot more awareness around brand at the moment. Like you are your brand. Okay, so you need to be your own brand. Have your own identity and just simply be the perfectly imperfect you. Now, for me, this is something that took me a very long time to embrace. And, I love that now, and this is what I love teaching my Heart and Soul Business Academy clients too, is I love that we are all perfectly imperfect and we can go live and we can stuff up and we can fumble our words and, we can forget what we're saying or tech can go wrong and all that type of stuff, but it doesn't matter. We're all perfectly imperfect. And part of my brand is embracing that imperfection. I don't care if I stuff up my words because this is me. This is what happens. So be your own brand, be the perfectly imperfect you. Now, let's dive deeper into this, okay? And think about how you can stand out. How can you stand out above what everybody else is doing, okay? So it is a saturated market, guys. When I came back into the business world in 2017, I've been gone for 10 years, right? I was in a day job. And I did not realize how saturated social media alone had gotten with businesses. It quite honestly scared the crap out of me. I was like, how am I going to stand out against all these other coaches doing the same thing as me? How am I going to stand out? And this is what all of us need to think about as well. Yeah, of course, there are other coaches doing the same thing as what you do. There are other people out there selling the same or similar products to what you do. So what is your point of difference? How can you stand out from the crowd? Okay, now let me give you an example, and this is nothing to do with business. Well, it kind of is, but it's not. Who loves Aussie Idol? Me. I'm an Aussie Idol freak, although I'm a bit behind. I've missed a couple of nights, but that's okay. I'll be catching up tonight on Aussie Idol. But I think it was a couple of weeks ago. There was a chick on there. She was doing the auditions, and she was talking about her brand and how red is in her brand, and how that's her point of difference and how she loves to stand out. Okay. Now, Barb loves it. Yeah, I know I love Aussie Idol. Now, that's great. That was her one point of difference. Okay. Let me tell you, though, there's more than just colours in a brand, right? There's much more than just colours. I used to think that colours and fonts were everything, but they're not. Now, when I think about my brand, my point of difference is that, yes, I'm a business coach. Yes, I teach the marketing, but I don't just teach the marketing, right? We don't even get to the marketing until we focus on the first thing in business is having a healthy, sustainable mindset. And that's my very first pillar. A lot of us, and the way I learned that was because when I came back into business, I was recovering from a mental breakdown and I didn't know who I was. And guess what? The first business I started failed miserably. But that was because I didn't know who I was and I hadn't come back. I hadn't rediscovered and redeveloped my confidence in myself. So that's how I learned that mindset is everything in business. To have that confidence in yourself, have that sustainable, healthy mindset. Not always happy. It's not always a happy mindset, but a healthy mindset. It's very different. Another point of difference I have is that a lot of people will teach, a lot of coaches will teach the technical stuff, okay? And they will tell you that you have to have all the technical stuff to start a business. I actually teach the opposite. I teach you how to start a business without all the technical stuff. And I love it. It's so much fun. And this is why a lot of people are drawn to me, because a lot of people in my target audience will say, I don't understand all the techie. I have a beautiful friend and client, and I think she's watching, who did not get her laptop out of its box for 2 years. For 2 years. Now she's traveling, and she's proudly told me last night that her laptop is packed and she's using it. Tech's great. But we had to get to that point where she was confident enough to do that. So how can you guys, what point of difference do you have in your business? How can you stand out in the market? Oh, man, I'm talking up a storm today. I'm just looking at the time. Okay, capturing their attention. You know her? You know who that is, Claire? That's correct. So capture their attention, guys. Right, like I said, brand identity is more than just pretty colours. It's more than wearing a red dress. It's more than whatever fonts, right? Again, you want to make people stop scrolling. So your brand is the titles you use, is how you word things on social media, right? What kind of tone are you using? But again, I can't stress enough, guys, that you are your brand. Whether you do these lives, and like I said, this is my passion. I love to come live on Facebook, which I still find ironic, but not everyone loves to do that. So again, how can you make your brand stand out? What I love to see is there's some people who are really outgoing, or even that might not necessarily be outgoing, but their photos are just boom, or what they're saying. They're giving you quotes and they're just like boom in your face, and it just stands out. You feel whose pain? Oh no, where are we? Whose pain? Oh, is that the person not getting the laptop out of the box for 2 years, Sharon? What's this? I might have a bit of a technology challenge when I joined the academy. You did. You're good now. I love it, Claire. Yes, Claire was one of the first people to join my academy. And now look at you go. Can't stop you. Yes, it was you, Have you got your laptop out of the bag yet, Sharon? Because if you haven't, we need to talk, girl. All right. The next thing is be consistent, guys, across all your social media channels. Okay. So now you might not have multiple channels yet, and that's okay. This is another thing we teach in the academy, where to start and how to add more social media channels as you go. But if you are someone who is on multiple channels, or even if you're using multiple areas of something like Facebook, be consistent with that brand, with your message, with what you're saying. Okay, so that consistency is everything, because you don't want people to be confused. Okay, you want them to go, okay, I completely understand what Sharon's brand is. I completely understand, and I absolutely resonate with what she's saying, and I really, really need to know more. All right, watching the time. Now, encourage engagement and start conversations. Engagement is great, okay? This is where the true connection begins. Now, we want people to engage on social media. Absolutely. That's what we need them to do, is engage on social media. And that is where the connection begins. But you need to follow it up. Conversations, when you have that engagement, it opens up conversations if you do it the right way. And if you want to know the right way, let's talk about how we can help you in the Heart and Soul Business Academy. Conversations are when you can take those connections to the next level. That's where it really starts to happen for you in your business. Now, that is what I call heart-based marketing, if you like. And I don't even like the word marketing, because you're just making genuine connections. And that's what we want to do. So I saw this when I was researching a little while ago, and I think it was like early last year or something. I saw this quote and I loved it. Give every piece of content you put out there a job to do. And whether that is, no matter what it is, whether it is a post, an email, a live, a video, whether you are putting together, like I said, a workshop or a webinar, whether you are doing something in person, every piece of content you put out there needs to have a job to do. And we call that a call to action. Now, hear me when I say this. A call to action does not need to be all about the sale. A call to action can be, I've been giving you call to actions all through this live. Pop a comment. Do you agree with that? Tell me now. Do you give, and be honest, I want to know in the comments, can you say that you give every piece of content that you put out there a job to do? Do you put a regular call to action out? And I want you to think about, when you do that, is it salesy? Is it always that you're promoting yourself? Okay, now that's not a bad thing to promote yourself. That's why we're here, right? We're talking about marketing yourself in business. But we really want to tone down the sales a little bit, so people don't consciously get the thought, she just wants to make the sale, or he just wants to make the sale, right? Let's a spade. We're in business to make the sale, okay? But if you get too salesy, unfortunately, the reality is it's going to put people off. And there are so many mistakes that I see people making on a daily basis, and I just want to say to them, oh my God, come into my academy, because I can teach you how not to do that. I can teach you a better way, a much better way to make your sales. So think about the calls to actions you're putting out there. Are you saying, to putting out a quote, or putting out a story? Do you agree? Drop an emoji. There you go, Sharon. Drop an emoji in the comments. Give us a GIF. Give me an amen or a hell yeah if you agree, right? They're calls to action, guys, because they're getting the engagement started. And will ultimately, if you follow my strategies, will get you to that deeper connection, which will then get you clients and sales. Now, also, when you're using the engagement, right, when you're creating engagement, particularly on social media and emails, and this is something that I've really embraced, is use the analytical tools to measure the effectiveness of what you're doing. Use the tools. Like Facebook gives us analytical tools, guys. If you look into the back end of Facebook, you would be amazed at the amount of tools that they're giving our business to help us to know when's the best time to post, you know, how many engagements, how many reaches, how many comments, all that stuff that our posts, what posts are working well, what posts aren't working well. Okay, and then market research, guys, you can turn it around and you can improve and do all that type of thing. So analytical tools are so powerful. So powerful. I avoided doing this for a long time in my business. And it really, I kind of half-assed it for a little while using the analytical tools. Can't even get the word out, analytical tools. Now I'm embracing it and I'm really starting to see the importance of it. So there you go, guys. There are some, you know, some ways that you can use your story. Okay. Now, remember what I said. We all started our businesses for a reason. If you're looking to start a business, you have a reason why you want to start. What is your reason? What's the thought behind wanting to start your business? Mine was because of that dream 30 years ago. I have a heart. I had, and I still have a heart to help people flourish financially and not have to struggle like I did back then. I want you to have abundance in your life through the satisfaction of running your own business and doing something that you love and helping the people that you love to help. So, guys, if you would like more information on how to work with me, come and have a chat. Put the word or put the number 2024 in the comments. And we will contact you. We'll book a time to just have a little chat with me. It's a no obligation call, okay? And yes, I'll absolutely, I want to learn about your business. More importantly, right, I want to learn about your business and where you are. But yes, I'll be sharing about the Heart and Soul Business Academy. And I'm excited for 2024 because we have a brand new format. We've got more content and we're adding more content than we have ever added before. We have up-to-date strategies. We are constantly updating our course content and much easier access for people like you who might be in a job, right? You might be in a full-time job and you're looking for something just like this that's easy to access. So, guys, again, pop the number 2024 in the comments and we will absolutely be in touch with you. I would love to have the opportunity to find out about you and your business and how we can hone in on what exactly your story is and how you can use it to market your business successfully with confidence and get those amazing clients and have those amazing sales that you deserve in your business. So thanks for joining me, everybody. You know I love our Business Insights growth trainings, and we will see you again next Tuesday, same time, same bat channel, as they say. And again, I look forward to having a chat with you in a free, no obligation call. Again, 2024 in the comments, and I will see you there. All right, everybody, have a fantastic Tuesday. Bye.